But let's stick with a little entertainment because Nia Long and Jeezy, they had a sit down. They had a sit down. Yeah, earlier this week. And people have been talking about it, they've been buzzing about it. And so there were we talked about it earlier this week, but I saved this for you because I wanted us to talk about it. I mean, Kiki, oh my God.
Nia Long, our girl Nia Long.
You know.
It's the case. I forgive you, Nat. It's the case.
I wanted you and I to talk about it, Kelsey. So here's Nia Long and Jeezy talking, and she seems surprised by the support she got when it was announced that she was getting a divorce. So let's hear what Nia had to say to Jeezy.
My older son saw me trying to keep the family together, but I had to come to a place where loving myself was bigger and more important than saving anybody. I had to realize for myself that anything that happened in the last, year and a half of my life, that shouldn't have nothing to do with me.
And that's my point of case.
Anything to do with me. I was not embarrassed.
Right.
The way that Black people stood up for me and the way that Black women were like, oh no, you don't do that to her. I was shocked because I didn't realize that what I had done or what I've done in my career had so much impact.
You didn't realize that?
No, not at all. And I'm not even being like funny.
You're America's sweetheart. Like, it's crazy.
Well, shit.
it's like
Well, Kelsey, you just called Kiki America's sweetheart, but Nia is another one of our sweethearts. And, we don't play about Nia. So I can't believe she was so shocked at how hard we went for her. I'm just going to let you tell me your thoughts on this, but I just got to say, because, there was the other clip that was circulating on social where Jeezy sort of seemed like he was shooting his shot, and all the men were having fun with it. But I just want to say, I love that Jeezy and Nia are having this conversation. And so I wouldn't mind a Jeezy Nia potential, but I'm not going to speculate on that. Let me stay focused. I can't believe she's surprised by how we went for her. Like, does she know that everybody, not just men and women, we love us some Nia.
We all love Nia.
Some Nia Long. Okay. So what did you think about this?
This was, it's so funny because who would have thought in 2023, the conversation that we needed would have been Jeezy and Nia Long. Like, I don't think anybody put these two together. And I think when you watch the conversation, Nia Long had tweeted, how much it meant to her to have a place where a Black man and Black woman could come together to harbor safety in one another and sharing their thoughts and emotions. And I'm like, we need more of this, honestly. And essentially, both of them have had very public relationships. Obviously, Nia's probably a little bit more public with all that she went through. And obviously, Jeezy kind of going through his now in real time with the divorce. But I'll just say, like, Nia, I hope she saw from this that, like, she has so much more support that she probably even thinks about. I've never heard one bad thing about Nia Long. Like you said, I mean, it might be, they're generational sweethearts. Kiki's our generation probably sweetheart. Nia Long is like, I think an all-time generational sweetheart. But I think she just had to see that, like, when you're going through your most difficult time, sometimes it's those, impactful surprise support areas that can surprise you the most. And so for Jeezy and her to be able to, like, share a labor of probably, like, hurt, but it turned into kind of to a beautiful thing almost, in a sense, like what they learned from each other and just respecting each other and being able to have that space. I thought it was so important, and it kind of just ties into mental health that, like, Black folks should be able to have these conversations. Black men and women need to have these conversations, Nat, because it is that important that we can learn from one another to hopefully have strong relationships.
Absolutely. This sort of reminds me when Haley first came to, like, Twitter and social media, and she was like, oh my God, like, she just felt like the welcome was so warm. We gonna love you, Haley. We gonna love you, Nia. Kiki, we love y'all. So we're gonna keep showing love. But we gotta talk about one more Black woman in entertainment, because let me tell you, Lori Harvey has the men folk upset again. Like, I don't know how these people are so obsessed with her dating life. But I actually don't care about famous people that much and who they date. So I'm not talking about that. I just do not understand why they are so in their feelings over who she dated. They keep, like, a track record of it. Like, let Lori live. Let her live.
Ridiculous. Right. Let Lori live. That was my exact thought on this. Like, Lori Harvey is young. She's beautiful. She's successful. Like, she's supposed to be, I think, going through this part. Like, she wants to make sure she finds the right one. It's like when men do it, it's praised, right? Like, I don't see anybody talking about Common right now and Jennifer Hudson, even though I wish them the best, right? I feel like he's praised. But in the same breath, everybody has so much to say about Lori. And I think, you know, might be a little bit jealousy, all the fellas loving her, but knowing their shots are going into dead waters, most likely with Lori Harvey. But nonetheless, you know, obviously it's a public thing because I think everybody has a crush on her. But let her live. You know, sad to see this Black love break, but I know both of them will go on to greater things. So Lori, keep doing you. This is the time to be dating and making sure you find the right one to hopefully eventually say, I do too, Nat. That would be my advice to the girl. Keep living your life.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.